Greetings folks, this time I'm going to show you how to tie perfection loop. It's a knot that was first invented for game fishing, and the reason it was invented for that is because it makes the loop lie flat and in line with your main line. Unlike when you're using an overhand knot or any other knot like that for making a loop, which makes the line kink over at an angle. The perfection loop is always nice and straight. Now I've used this knot for the past 15 years in carp fishing, and especially for things like a stiff rig or a combi link, even on braid where I'm using like a quick change link for changing braid hook lengths. It's a very useful knot to know. I also use it for ultralight lure fishing where I don't want the weight of a snap link affecting the action of the lure, and I don't want to use, like say, a grinner knot or a palomar knot tied directly to the lure eye, and so I can still allow a little bit of free movement so the lure works properly, like you get when you're using a snap link where you have that little loop that it can move around on. Now there's a couple of ways to tie it. I'll show you the first one first, which I find the easiest. You can incorporate like a small lure into it, or you can incorporate a swivel or a hook if you're doing a stiff rig. So here we go. Now take your line and we make a loop, bring it over the front and then pinch it like so. Now this is the time if you want to put a swivel or a hook on, like this dirty grade meat hook. I won't put it on this time. I'll probably put it on the next version though. You would put it on now for this next bit. You take the line and you make another loop behind the loop you've just made, and then pinch the line again like so, in between your finger and thumb, and take the tag end and pass it in between the two loops like that, and then just hold it. So you can see what I was saying. Now the time when you would put the hook or swivel on, it would be on this loop here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this loop and pass it through the front loop. So just put it in there like so, and then just make sure it doesn't all slip out, especially this tag end. Just make sure it stays in place, and you just want to pull on your main line and the loop, just making sure the tag end doesn't move. Never pull on the tag end because that weakens the knot, and obviously just lube it up and pull it tight like so, and there we go. Version 1. Just trim your tag end and that's it sorted. Now the second way, tie an overhand knot, leave it open, make sure the tag end comes out the front. Now you put your hook or lure, whatever you want on, swivel if you're doing a combi rig. And this is time where you also decide how big you want your loop to be. If you want it tiny for doing a combi link or something, take the tag end, you go through the front, and then down over the main line. This is the fiddly part. Helps if you hold the main line sometimes and just move it a little bit like I did before when we want to go over and under like so, and then again over and under, and then just pull the tag end and main line and loop together just a full knot, and let go of the tag end now so you don't put any pressure on it when you're tying the knot. Lube it up, pull it in tight, and there we go. Trim your tag end. You can see that the hook is now free to move, and it's perfectly straight. Imagine that was smaller, on a stiff link with a Carp ready to come along. Little pop-up on, and that can just move around. But I'll show you that in another video. See you next time.